So this is your pasta replacement sea vegetable.
Do you dry them yourself or you buy them like that?
I buy them from a husband and wife in California. And so when I place the order, they harvest and they sun dry and then they ship it. So when we rehydrate, this is how we rehydrate. Sometimes we use a larger jar as well. But Laura was kind enough to put these guys into the bowl. I just want to show you the steps because some of these steps, what I do
You did
is,
ahead of time. Yeah.
yes, I will always have different sea vegetables in the fridge for several days. They're all, and they will not spoil because all you're doing is putting them back into the natural environment. So with your clean water, you're just going to,
And that's what they look like in the fridge.
In the fridge, when you have them in the fridge soaking.
They look like wakame, wakame.
that's wakame that I actually soaked for 3 days and then we cooked it today. And Lisa transferred it.
Would you suggest soaking it
Always.
for a certain amount? You said
Well, the difference of what happens when you soak it is you're rehydrating it and it takes away from the cooking time on your stove. So by rehydrating it, it's going to take its original shape. And then when you transfer it to the stovetop, you can decide how long and what type of texture you want it to take on. And the ease of cooking these types of meals is that you can put several different sea vegetables into your refrigerator just like this. And they're waiting then for you to just transfer into a pot. Within 15 minutes you can have a texture of your sea vegetable that's totally edible. Or you can come home from work tonight, cook it, turn it off, let it on your stovetop till the morning, put that in the refrigerator, make something else tonight for your dinner, and tomorrow night you just reheat this. Or you just take it out cold and you turn it into a cold salad. The other thing that we prepared in advance was the shiitake mushrooms. So these guys I usually soak for a week or two. So we have in here 6?
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at Lisa, thinking that Lisa did it today. Lisa Jr.
We get that all the time.
Yeah, he's a lot. It's funny when I talk to him.
So these I will keep out on the countertop tonight, and then in the morning they'll get put in the fridge and I'll add Celtic sea salt to that. So it actually preserves the water and the byproduct being the mushroom, and it will not spoil, which is what's in this jar.
Now, where can you buy those mushrooms?
Well, I can get them, and people have asked for them, so you can get them here, but most oriental types of supply places will have larger bulks, but the prices are higher. I usually get 25 to 30 pounds or 50 pounds of them. Next year, around this time or earlier, we're going to have them because we're growing them. And it's really easy to grow. So for people who want to learn how to grow their own in logs, you can do that. And shiitake, the portobello, the big bellas, and shiitake and the whole take family up, oyster clusters and all the more expensive mushrooms are medicinal. They're healing. So they're perfectly fine no matter what imbalance your body's dealing with. They're actually, so they will support the healing process. So these were the mushrooms, soaked, and then I had them on, Lisa put them on probably 10:30 this morning. We just had them on a low simmer. But you don't have to do that. You can cook them on a higher temperature. And
It doesn't have to be that long. It's just that we did.
So you've soaked them
Cook 'em on a
for 1 to 2
and
weeks.
not
Now
cook
you're
them
going
as
to
much.
cook them. How long do you cook them?
we had them on a low simmer, truly
For
simmer,
an entire day.
since 10 o'clock, and we turned them off probably at 4.
So if you wanted to do this during your work week, it's not possible.
You can, because you don't have to. You can take them right out of here, since you still have gloves on. Feel the texture of them. You can take it right out of there and put it in your in your mix, whatever that is.
Mhm.
And for people who start working with the Vitamix, you can take this just as it is, throw it in the Vitamix. Laura did, I'll ask Laura to share the dish that she threw together with sea
Yeah.
vegetable soup.
And in fact, I didn't even soak, it was a day that I didn't have time to soak the seaweed. So what I did was I put it in the Vitamix. And then it cut down the cooking time so much, and I only had to cook it for, I'd say, an hour or two, seaweed. And then I took mushrooms, 2 mushrooms out of there and added it to that cooked seaweed broth. And it was the most wonderful cream of mushroom soup. And it was just so nourishing. And I added some miso tamari, and Lisa and I shared that last week. It was really, really good. And it didn't cook for more than probably 3 hours. So it probably didn't have to